Good afternoon. It is still April 22nd. It is still Earth Day. Happy Earth Day. Lovely Earth Day. Great day out here. Just beautiful clear sky. Temperatures in the 70s. I mean, I couldn't ask for a better day to just be out here and enjoy the planet, right? To enjoy life and enjoy nature and the beauty of our natural surroundings. I'm here at a local ballpark. There's a game that's about to start. This is actually the High Acres ballpark. And the odd thing for me on this one is right across the street, behind me over there, that is the High Acres landfill that is operated by Waste Management. And this is a landfill that does not just serve the local communities of Wayne County and Monroe County. This is a landfill that takes in garbage and trash from all over. We get New York City's garbage up here. We get Albany's garbage up here. We get everywhere, all around the state, we get their garbage here. You know, and this is one of 3 major landfills that are in the Finger Lakes area. Because you've got Seneca Meadows, you've got High Acres here, you've got the Geneva landfill, you've got a bunch of other landfills around here too. And look, I know that we have to do something with our waste, and there's waste in everything in our lives. You know, when you make something, when you just get the materials to make something with, you are generating all kinds of waste. What we look at in sustainability is a full life cycle of a product. And so from beginning to end, from when you source the materials, okay, what comes out of the ground, what waste is generated there? What are we doing with that waste? Is it something that we can do that doesn't poison the area? It's not toxic to us. In the manufacturing process, what waste is involved there? In the shipping process, what waste is involved there? You know, packaging and use and all these kind of things. Waste is going to be a part of anything that we do. That's the truth. And we have to do something about it. And so one solution was to designate an area of land like this where we will literally build up a mountain. This is actually slated to go up as high as the Statue of Liberty at some point and to its end. And you know, Seneca Meadows down in Waterloo, that's already, and Seneca Falls, that is already mountainous. Other landfills around here, we've generated man-made hills made of trash and garbage, and that is a disservice to the Finger Lakes. We shouldn't be looking at the Finger Lakes, which is just resplendent with natural beauty, with abundant fresh water sources that we depend on. We should not be looking at the Finger Lakes as the garbage dump of America. You know, what's the solution for that? Well, there's a lot of things we could do. And what you typically hear for Earth Day is, okay, reduce, reuse, recycle. Those are all good things. You know, if we got packaging that we can reduce the amount of packaging or reuse the packaging in some other method for some kind of sustainable living, good, great. Recycling, yes, there's an expense with that, but a lot of times recycled materials gets us more use out of the materials that we're getting out of the ground. We are saving a wide variety of things with that. There are other ways of taking care of our waste and not having to transport them miles and miles away from where they're generated to a place that used to be a farm. Now, this is never going to be used as farmland ever again, ever. Nobody's going to build their houses on this when the landfill is decommissioned. It's not going to happen. So, what other ways do we plan on using these landfills? Now, we could do things like putting big solar farms in. There's a lot of acreage there. And when solar farms are saying we need a lot of acreage, hey, right there. Put your solar farms on these big landfills when they're decommissioned. Put your wind farms on a landfill. There's got to be a way of doing that. We can do this. If we can come up with solutions that make better use of the land, and at the same time, we've got to make sure that we are mitigating any toxicity, anything that is seeping into the groundwater, anything that is seeping into the air, that is endangering our health and our community's ability to prosper. These are the kinds of things that we have to address. And yet, the people that are currently representing the Finger Lakes in government, in places like the State Senate and State Assembly, and in Congress, these are people who routinely say, no, I want the landfill. Because the landfill is going to bring money in for us, but they don't care about what that does to the community. Because while you might bring some money in with the landfill, you're going to cost the community so much more in terms of healthcare, property values, economy. There are other solutions that we can do. We can take Scandinavian models of how we deal with trash, making sure we have incinerators that are actually things that we can efficiently use, and they can create energy in those models. But at the very least, we can get rid of our trash in a safe and healthy way. So that is all about waste management, how we're doing that. You know, today it's nice. The ball game can commence without the smell of the landfill going through there, because we've got mitigating factors that waste management is trying to do to make sure that the air quality is not so bad out here. There are days when the stench coming off of that landfill exudes for miles. You can smell it 15 miles away, and it is god awful. And it is hard to be in some of the villages around here sometimes when that is happening. The Finger Lakes deserves better. On Earth Day, and from this day on, we really should be thinking about ways that we can do better for the Finger Lakes. It sustains us, we need to sustain it. All right, so that's part 2 for Earth Day today. I will talk to you soon.